Today we're going to be going over cars that unfortunately will never return to Driving Empire, but before we do that, make sure to subscribe and drop a link in this video. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first one, I just want to get it out of the way. It's probably the most disappointing on this list. There's still some pretty disappointing ones to come after this, but I believe that real Ferraris will never return to the game. Now, nothing's impossible. I want to say that because maybe in a year from now, one of these brands could end up in Driving Empire, and you guys will come back to this video and be like, Carter, you were wrong. I know. Nothing's impossible, but these are the most impossible brands that for them to license, I'll be for real. So, starting off with real Ferraris, I'll be for real with you guys, I don't think they're ever gonna get real Ferraris back. Basically, Ferrari's a really strict brand. They only want their brand displayed in a certain way from what I'm understanding, and I don't know if they want their brand displayed in a Roblox game. I'm not too sure, you know, how they would feel about that. Obviously, you know, Ferrari's in some car games like Forza, I think, but I don't really know if they would be willing to partner with Driving Empire. I mean, nothing's impossible, but like, let's say they did get licensed. Honestly, even if they did, I feel like it would be really restricted, kind of like, I don't know, maybe like limited colors. You know, you'd probably have like red, maybe another red and yellow. I don't really know how colors work with Ferrari, but I know they don't like certain colors on their cars, so, you know, customization, very limited, of course. I don't know about aftermarket rims either. I don't know if they'd allow those, so I'm not too sure how that all would work out, but from what I understand, you know, getting Ferrari in the game in the first place just seems really complicated, and they're a really strict brand with how their cars showed, like I've said, so honestly, first thing that I think would never return to Driving Empire is the Ferraris. Let's go ahead and talk about, you know, the next brand that I think could never return to Driving Empire. Alright, now next up are Teslas. Now, yes, there are 2 Teslas in the game, but if you were to go into the dealership, they actually aren't in the dealership at all. So, we're going to drive this Tesla right over here, and you can see it's called a Quantum Roberto and a Quantum Rocket. So, if we hop on in the dealership, I'll show you, they don't have them in here at all. So we go, search, Quantum, nowhere to be found. So basically, Teslas. Now, these probably will never return to the game. Basically, Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla, thinks that, Teslas aren't a vehicle. More like, he thinks of them as a tech product. That's what he said, basically. And because of that, he doesn't want them displayed in car games. He only, I don't know, it's really weird to explain. This is just like what I've heard from people that work at car games, why Tesla can't be licensed. So, from what I know, Tesla is probably never going to be licensed in Driving Empire, which means it'll probably never return to the dealership. So, if you didn't already own these 2 Teslas, you're never going to own a Tesla. But, I'll be for real, this is probably something that a lot of you guys don't care about. Like, I don't care about Teslas. You probably don't care about Teslas, so honestly, if it returns, if it doesn't return, we could care less. So, this one's not that big of a deal, but unfortunately, there are a lot cooler cars that will never return to the game that we have to go over now. Alright, now one very cool track car that will never return to the game was actually this one from the crates. Now, it's a really, really cool car, right? And you might be thinking, well, it's kind of like an unknown brand. Matter of fact, I don't even know the name of it. I'm just gonna have a photo of it on screen so you know what car I'm talking about. But, you know, this car brand actually went out of business. So this means they no longer exist. There's no longer a company like that owns them. But for legal purposes, I don't believe Driving Empire is allowed to have their cars. But they also can't get their cars licensed because they went out of business. Therefore, that leaves Driving Empire with no way to get those cars in game. So that's why that vehicle was actually removed. And unfortunately, it's never going to return to the game. So that's a really cool track car right there. I think I actually remember the name. I think it's called a Brabraham. But I could be wrong. So please, don't judge me in the comments if I'm wrong. But I don't believe Brabrahams will ever return to the game again. So that is really unfortunate. I mean, that's a really sick car right there. Not as unfortunate as Ferrari though, but still pretty unfortunate. But wait, this might be the worst one on the list, guys. I'll be for real. You know, the double-decker bus. I was really bummed out, you know, honestly, when they removed that car. I don't think it's ever going to return to the game because I don't really know what company makes double-decker buses, but I don't think Driving Empire will get licenses for them. So yeah, this one, very tough. Obviously, you know, it was a very sad day when they removed the double-decker bus. I honestly don't know how the Driving Empire community is gonna move past this. I mean, it's still a very recent thing that happened. But yeah, you know, let me know how you feel about this double-decker bus in the comments. I I think it's pretty sad though, you know, we're never going to be able to get that double-decker bus back in the game. Okay, now this final one on the list, I want to preface that this isn't 100% confirmed. I've just heard rumors floating around from members in the community, so I have no clue how accurate it is. But I hear, like, Toyota is really hard to license, so, you know, if you're a fan of the Toyota Supras, I hate to break it to you, but I just heard that it's kind of hard to get Toyota licensed. So, I mean, I could be completely wrong for all I know, and it's probably pretty easy. I don't know. It might be easy, it might be not easy. I have no clue how easy it is for them to license Toyota, but from what I heard, I don't think they're going to be getting Toyota anytime soon. But yeah, I wanted to include that just in case, you know, they never end up adding it, so I could have that in the video. But yeah, honestly, I don't really know. I mean, Toyota could end up coming, and you guys could get some Supras, but I don't think that one's gonna be able to come. But there you have it. That is everything for today's video. I truly hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like. I would truly appreciate it. Subscribe and the notification bell so you never miss another upload. Check out the video on screen here, YouTube. Thanks to like it, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.